Welcome to Smart Remarks. I got your liberal bias right here.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
So the steel cage match between the Obama administration and Fox News continues, with Obama saying this week that Fox News operates in a talk news format, and Fox continuing to be outraged that anyone would dare point out the obvious. But it's not just Fox News. A lot of the mainstream media has come to Fox's defense, with guys like ABC News' Jake Tapper, the Washington Post's Ruth Marcus sticking up for their sister organization, saying, just imagine if George W. Bush had ever done anything like this. Imagine? We don't have to imagine. All we have to do is remember. We remember the Bush White House writing a letter to the president of NBC News to complain about the blurring of the lines between news and opinion. We remember the Bush White House threatening to criminally prosecute the New York Times for daring to write about the Bush administration's illegal spying program. We remember Armstrong Williams. We remember Jeff Gannon. We remember Judith Miller. We remember the fake press conference with FEMA employees posing as reporters. We remember 8 long years of the Bush administration attempting to intimidate and control and influence the media, and we also remember that the media itself didn't really say too much about it at the time. Yet here, this week, you had NPR's political editor calling the Obama-Fox strategy Nixon-esque. And you know what? It is Nixon-esque. I said the same thing last week, but the question is, did this guy ever apply the same terminology to the Bush media strategy, which was also Nixon-esque? If the answer is no, the question becomes, why not? As a member of the media, I think I can answer that question. The media is so cowed by the accusation of liberal bias that it bends over backwards to show conservatives that we can be fair and balanced too, even when this itself creates bias. So you can call Obama a Democrat Nixonian, but under no circumstances can you ever use that term for a Republican president, because that would be liberal bias. If you look at the way Fox News promoted the Tea Party's mainstream journalists wouldn't be permitted to do this, yet they stick up for Fox News doing it. Do mainstream journalists actually think this is okay? No, but they can't say that because that would be liberal bias. But if you defend Fox News, you go on and talk about how, fair and balanced they are. You can show how fair and balanced you are, see? And maybe conservatives will accept you then. It doesn't work that way. It's never going to work that way. You see how this works, and you see how we said last week why the long-term Nixon strategy of demonizing media paid major dividends. It continues to do so. The media still doesn't understand that it's not about whether they're biased or not. The accusation of bias is a political tactic meant to suppress criticism and boost right-wing causes. That the media was so quick to come to Fox's defense shows that the strategy is still paying off.
I know it's really hard for the mainstream media to figure out what all these people that they belittle that live outside of LA or Hollywood or Washington, D.C. or New York, and not all the parts of New York, just the important snotty parts of New York. So